Welcome everyone to today's yoga class using a chair either to sit in or as a prop. So in order to be safe, have a chair that if you stood up and held on to the back of it, that it would support you and wouldn't move. Here in the studio, we have these little squishy balls, which often we put behind our back in some way so that we can sit up straight but have support. And today's class is all about the back side of the core. But to have a pain-free back, you need also a strong core. So this class really should be called front and back. And as always, we start seated comfortably and working on the breath. So I invite you to sit in your chair, sturdy chair, armless best. Allow the feet to feel equal pressure onto the floor, knees above the ankles, and maybe sit back and forth, side to side on the sit bones until you feel kind of equal pressure there. Let the shoulders relax and level your chin. And begin to close the eyes if you feel safe doing so, or keep the gaze soft. And begin to notice your breathing. You're not judging it, you're just listening, observing the breath. And as you breathe, perhaps you begin to notice what part of your core rises and fills with air as you inhale, and what part gently goes down. So today we're going to again engage ourselves with the complete breath of yoga. So when you're ready, begin to make your inhale and your exhale balanced, somewhat equal to each other. Equal gentle in and equal gentle out. Really keeping the breath gentle and easy, never forced throughout our whole class today. And as you sit, perhaps you place your hands on your chest or one hand, and as you inhale, can you feel the chest kind of expand just a tiny bit, and exhale, go down. Now some people cannot do this, they're tight here, so just play with it. Don't judge, just try. And then perhaps hands down to the sides of the rib cage, or one hand. And as you inhale, can you feel your ribs kind of expand a little bit in all directions? And exhale, gently go down. So the front, the sides, the back, tiny movement out, inhale, and tiny release in, exhale. So perhaps now both chest, ribs expanding on the inhale gently and falling on the inhale gently. And finally, hands down to the belly. And as you inhale, do you feel the belly kind of inflate like a little balloon? And exhale, gently deflate. So you're not sticking out any part of your body on the inhale or sucking it in on the exhale. It's just a gentle, easy rhythm, in and out. And today we move with our breath at our pace, and we only go as far as it creates no pain in our body. It might be slight discomfort that you can breathe through, but never more than that. So when you're ready, continue that gentle equal in and gentle equal out, letting any part of the core that's comfortable rise and fill with air on the inhale and fall on the exhale. And allow the arms to dangle by your sides and level your chin again. Come back to the breath. we're going to begin to move gently with our breath and lengthen the back. So when you're ready, on an inhale, let your arms go up high as comfortable to the ceiling. And then exhale, release them slowly down. Release the shoulders, the elbows, let the fingers drop. Inhale, bringing arms up, might be like this or all the way up, anywhere in between. And exhale, release. Let it go. Let it go. One more time, allowing the arms to go up. And on the exhale, allowing relaxation to kind of flow down your shoulders and out the fingers. One more time. Breathing, moving with your breath. And as you exhale, just imagine the weight of the world rolling off your shoulders, down your arms, out the fingers, gone. And just stay for a breath. We're going to go back up again. If you'd like to do this standing, you always can. On an inhale, up again, go the arms, and this time they stay up. And you begin to feel a little stretch in the arms, perhaps a lengthening of the spine. If you want to make this a little bit more strenuous, you can interlace your fingers, turn the palm up, and level that chin. And as you breathe, can you just imagine each little vertebra in your spine just kind of coming up vertically above the one beneath it. Spine lengthens, lengthens. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Release. And let the arms go. And now we're going to study a back bend, and we're going to go really slow so we understand how best to use your body when you want to do a back bend. So when you're ready, those arms go back up to the ceiling and keep them there. Perhaps your arms are kind of back by your ears and your chin is level. And begin to reach up through the fingers and also out through the top of the head, lengthening the spine. And when you're ready, you're going to begin to bend backwards with the lower back. Perhaps arms go slightly back. Keep reaching up through them, reaching up through the top of the head. And as you breathe now, maybe the middle part of the body, reaching up, breathing. And finally, more of the upper spine. As you are in a back bend, reach up through the head and the fingers. On your next inhale, come back up to that vertical spine. And exhale, release. And let go. So what we learn here is we bend from the bottom of the spine up. We never lead with our head. So let's stretch the side of our back. When you're ready, on that next inhale, let the arms go up high as comfortable to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring prayer hands above your head together. Inhale, level the chin, reach that right, left fingers up. And as you exhale, lean just a little bit over to the right. Inhale, come back up, straight. Exhale, lean a little bit to the left. Inhale, flow back up. Exhale, flow over to the right. Inhale, back up, and exhale, keep the flow going left. Now inhale, back up, and exhale right, and just stay. Keeping that chin pointing forward. Beginning to feel a little bit of perhaps a left side of the core stretch. And on your next inhale, coming up to center and exhaling the opposite direction. feeling the opposite side body stretch, and taking a breath. And on your next inhale, coming back up to center, and exhale, releasing and letting the arms come down. Continuing to move side, body, and back bend. Perhaps you might want to hold on to your chair, to the seat of your chair with your right hand. That will really help you do a bigger stretch. So when you're ready, on your next inhale, let that left arm go up, only highest comfortable to the ceiling. And as you exhale, begin to lean over to the right. Inhale, flow back up. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, lean over to the right and stay. Now, bigger bend, bigger stretch. Hold on, one more breath. And then very slowly on that inhale, you come back up. And exhale again, release and relax the left arm down. Coming back to center. Feel your feet on the ground, knees over the ankles. Feel that heart space open, chin level, shoulders relaxed. And now you're hanging on with that left hand. As you inhale, the right arm, highest comfortable to the ceiling for you. And as you exhale, now you're leaning the opposite direction. Inhale, flow, reach up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, coming up. And exhale and stay. Reaching out through the fingers, feeling a bigger stretch perhaps on the right side of the core. One more breath. And on your next inhale, come on up. And exhale. Release the arm down. Let the arms and fingers hang for a bit. Come back to your breathing, letting any part of the core rise and fill with air on the inhale and fall on the exhale. And getting ready to begin to bend backwards and fold forwards with our breath. So again, grab onto your chair with your right hand to help stabilize you. And on your next inhale, let that left arm go up highest comfortable to the ceiling. And on an exhale, just release it out to the side. As you inhale, bring that left arm back. Begin to round lower back, middle back, upper back. Perhaps look back at your left hand. And as you inhale, begin to bring it forward and then round the opposite direction. As you're folding slowly forward, moving from the bottom of the spine to the top, release down. Next inhale, begin to come up. Little back bend back. Look over to your left hand. And as you inhale, you're coming forward, collapsing the spine, opposite direction down. One more. Moving with your breath. Inhale, opening up, leaning back. And exhale, slowly collapsing forward. And just stay here for a breath. Releasing spine. And on your inhale, just slowly, vertebra by vertebra, making your way back up to sitting. Staff pose in the chair, comfortable. Breathing. Chest open, chin level. Doing that all on the opposite side. Hanging on to the left side of the chair with your arm and hand. As you inhale, that right arm up to the ceiling. And exhale, let it come out to the side. As you inhale, begin to bring the right arm back, round lower back. Open up the chest. Perhaps you look back at your hand as you back bend. And as you exhale, you're coming forward, opposite direction as you round, lower back, middle back, upper back, collapse spine, head down. Inhale, coming out, opening up, little back bend back, look back. And as you exhale, it's that reverse very slowly as you fold forward. Now one more. As we inhale, opening up, gentle little back bend. And exhale, coming forward and collapsing down. And just staying here for a breath. And then very slowly, when you're ready, as you breathe, come back up to sitting. Feel that nice vertical spine. Feel rooted and grounded in your feet. Come back to the breath. In fact, if you've got that little ball behind you, perhaps you can now just put it aside and sit up without the assistance of the ball. Open your chest, level your chin. We're going to do some cat and cow breaths in the chair. You can hold on to the side of your chair or hands in the lap, whatever is comfortable for you. Come back to your breathing, gentle breath in and gentle breath out. And as you are ready, slowly on the inhale, begin to lean forward, bringing belly slightly forward, slowly opening up the chest before looking up. And you're kind of bending forward into seated cow. Only go as far as comfortable. Back off a little if you need to. And when you're ready on that next inhale, bring your spine back to neutral and level your chin. Preparing for cat in the chair. Inhale here, vertical spine, level chin. As you exhale, you begin to lean back. And then you round that lower back, the middle back, and the upper back as you allow part of your back to rest on the back of the chair. And you are in cat in the chair, the opposite bend of the back. So we're going to flow doing cow on the inhale and cat on the exhale, moving our spine before the head and neck to protect delicate neck muscles. So when you're ready, slowly use your core to bring yourself up straight, level the chin. And on your next inhale, come into your seated cow. Exhale back to neutral, level chin, and then round the back into cat, tuck chin. Inhale, neutral, flow into cow. Exhale, neutral, back into cat. And try it one more time each way. Sensing or noticing how your body feels doing this. And then come into your seated cow. Now this might not be a very big back bend. That's okay. If you want to make it harder, you can reach your hands down and grab a hold of the back of the chair or the side of the chair and begin to stretch the arms as you let the chest come a little bit more forward. You can look up, but don't yank the neck. This is a back bend, not a neck bend. You can also make it harder by taking your right foot and sliding back on your toes until you can perhaps put the top of your right foot under the chair And do the same with the left. And that allows just a little bit more freedom in that lower part of the back for opening up. Take a breath. Excellent. And then slowly bringing feet back to the floor, releasing the hands and coming back to neutral spine. And taking a breath here. Getting ready to go and hold a cat in the chair. So when ready, on an exhale, begin to lean back. Rounding then lower back, middle back, upper back, and allow some part of your back to rest on your chair before doing any of the other refinements. If you want to work your core, remember strong core, gentle back. You can pick up the right leg, point the toe forward, and perhaps pick up the left as well. And you begin to engage more of the belly into this little core stretch. Take a breath. And then very slowly bring the feet down flat. Use your strong core on an inhale to bring yourself back up to seated. Good job. We're going to continue little back bend, seated. So still perched at the front of your chair, feet flat, grounded, rooted, opening that chest. Now you can pick up your knee following me, or you can just leave your feet on the ground. If you pick up the knee, perhaps you might want to hold on to the side of your chair for more support. And you can either keep the knee down, or on the next inhale, just lift, point the knee up, and take the right foot off of the floor. Right knee up, right foot points. Inhale, sit up nice and straight, level the chin. As you exhale, begin to fold forward, then round the lower back, the middle back, upper back as you bring your head towards your right knee. Take a breath. On your next inhale, come up, lower spine, rib cage, chest, chin, and release the right foot down. Or you can just stay with both feet down. We'll do the left next if you wish. So on that next inhale, you lift the left foot off of the ground, point it, left knee's up. Inhale, level that chin, sit up straight, and as you exhale, begin to lean forward. Rounding the lower back, middle back, upper back, as you let the head go down towards the left knee. One breath here. And then slowly on an inhale, you're bringing your torso up vertebra by vertebra, and you put your left leg down. Good job. Back to the breath. We're going to begin to do a series of modified pigeons in the chair. So our first modified pigeon can look a lot of different ways. It's a hip opener, but also a little back bend and a back reliever as well. So we're going to start showing you how you can do it the easiest way. So the easiest way may be just to cross that right ankle over the left and let the right knee fall out to the side. Or you might take and cross the right knee over the left, right ankle over the left. Or if you're more limber, you can sit back in your chair, bring the left leg all the way out to the side, and bring the outer edge of your right ankle onto the chair. So you're going to find what works for you. What kind of a hip stretch do you wish? So find your position again, sitting up straight, breathing. And we're going to do that little back bend like we did it earlier. So we're going to begin by Inhaling, just lift up through the top of the head. And as you exhale, you're going to bend back, lower back, middle back, upper back. And you are in modified pigeon for the chair. Looking up's okay, or you can look forward. Just don't yank the head back. One more breath. And when you're ready, very slowly, come back up to neutral spine, vertical spine. Now I'm holding on just a little bit different way because we're going to fold forward here to release the back muscles. So relax those shoulders. Relax completely your jaw. Inhale, and as you exhale, begin to lean forward and then round the lower back. Hang onto your chair, the middle back, the upper back, and let the head hang. Chair shouldn't be moving. One breath here. And then very slowly, like you were moving through mud, begin to bring your torso, spine first, back up to neutral. And same slow process. Uncross your legs. Coming back to seated. Now, you can do either that left ankle cross, left knee cross, or go to the full pose as I am, bringing the outside of my left ankle onto the chair and the right leg out. You'll find what you can do. What's your flexibility let you do? It's okay wherever you're at. Hanging onto the chair, preparing now for this modified pigeon on this opposite side. Opening the chest, leveling the chin. Inhale, lift up through the top of the head, and as you exhale, it's that little bend back, lower back, middle back, upper back. It's not a lot. Take a breath. Modified pigeon for the chair. And when you're ready, begin on your next inhale to bring your spine up to neutral. Preparing for the opposite as we inhale here and exhale, begin to fold forward, slowly rounding lower back, middle back, and upper back. And come back to your breath. On your next inhale, slowly, slow. Did I say slow? Begin to come back up and release the legs. Excellent. Now, we're going to be getting up from the chair in just a minute, only if you want to. I'm going to show you first how to do dancer pose in the chair. And then if you wish, you can get up and hang onto the back of the chair and do dancer with me, or you can stay seated. It's your choice. So for dancer pose, bring your left leg a little bit over to the left side of the chair. Ground the foot. And perhaps you bend the right knee and you can grab a hold of your ankle or the top of your foot. And you can let, if you feel comfortable, the left arm to go up to the ceiling. And this is dancer in the chair. You can let it come into a little back bend, and that's okay. So slowly come out of that pose. And we'll do it over here on the opposite side. And then you can stay in the chair and do this again, or try it standing. So right knee is over towards the right side of the chair, and you're going to bend the left knee and perhaps grab your foot or your ankle. Looking to the right, perhaps the right arm goes up to the ceiling for dancer in the chair. And when you're ready, releasing foot. Very slowly making your way back around to the front of the chair. Now you can do that again on either side. Or perhaps you'd like to try dancer standing up. It's your choice. Slowly stand up from your chair. Be safe. Slowly walk over to the right side of your chair and hang on to the chair, the back of the chair, with your right hand. Excuse me, with your left hand. So you're to the right side of the chair, standing, and you're holding onto the back of the chair with the left hand, and find what we call mountain pose. So mountain pose, you're rooted and grounded through your feet. So you feel almost everything belly button down is nice and strong. And we begin to again lift up through the top of the head. Level your chin. Lengthen your spine first before you start stretching it. And if you feel safe doing so, begin to put all your weight onto your left foot and bend the right knee. Now this can be your dancer today, and that's just fine. Breathe. Or perhaps you can grab your foot ankle, right hand, right foot, and you're reaching that right knee down to the ground. If you wish to continue, you can begin to bring that right leg behind you a little, and the chest opens, but you're not really leaning forward. If you press the right foot into the hand, the back will round just a little bit naturally. And take a breath. And then very slowly begin to come back to center. Let go of the foot and bring the knee up and the right foot off the ground and just twirl it around a little bit. And then we're going to walk slowly over to the other side of the chair. I'm just turning around here. Right hand on the chair. Back to mountain pose and back to the breath. Breathing easily down into your core. Hanging on, that chair isn't going to move. And when you're ready, grounding into the right foot, the right leg. Bending the left knee. Perhaps reaching and grabbing the foot or not. You can bring that leg behind you if that feels good. You can open the chest a little, but you're not leaning too farther forward for dancer. Good job. Take a breath. And then slowly release the leg. Let the knee come forward and give the left foot a couple of twirls. And then slowly come back to sitting in your chair. And we'll continue our back bend sequence. So sitting back, perched at the front of your chair, feet on the ground. Heart space open, come back to breath. Always the breath. And we're going to go to the side, do a little lunge, stretch the legs, but also perhaps add a back bend. It's always your choice what you do. So on an inhale, come up on your toes. And as you exhale, slowly bring that right leg all the way over to the right side of the chair. And you're facing towards the right. Left leg draped down in front. You can make this stronger by bringing your butt over towards the left side of the chair. And you are in lunge in the chair. Hands comfortable, shoulders relaxed, chin level, breathing. Now perhaps you want to stay here, and that's fine. Or on your next inhale, just let your arms reach up to the ceiling and lengthen the spine. Or if you want the back bend, slowly bring your arms and hands behind you, palms together behind your back. Interlace your fingers together. Release your 2 pointer fingers and press them against each other for a mudra, a hand gesture. And then reach the hands back as you begin to open the chest and perhaps look up just a little for a back bend. And then let the hands fall down to the chair so you're bending with your back but not stretching with the arms. One more breath. And then slowly release. Hands to the chair. And very slowly come back all the way to center, to staff pose. Come back to sitting. Come back to the breath. Now we're going to do that all on the opposite side, where you might be different, so don't force one side to do what the other did. Breathing slowly. Inhale, coming up on the balls of the feet, and as you exhale, that left leg goes all the way over. And you're going to find your lunge on this side. It might be different. So find your lunge and settle in with the breath. Nice stretch of the upper legs. Perhaps adding arms, adding back. What would you like to do this time? Perhaps on an inhale, you lift the arms up, or you keep them in your lap. Perhaps you add that little arm gesture and hand gesture, bringing palms together, interlacing the fingers, letting go of the pointer fingers, pressing them against each other, reaching down and out, and it's a little back bend, lower back, middle back, upper back. And then releasing the hands so that you feel it more in the back than the arm. One more breath. And then slowly, slowly release. Very slowly make your way back around to the front of the chair. Now, remember that modified pigeon that we just did? You can do that. That's an easier version of what I'm going to show you as a different modified pigeon for the chair. So you can always go back to that. Or follow me in this new modified pigeon. So first we come back to sitting. Come back to feeling the vertical spine and come back to focusing on our breath. Inhale, come up on your toes again. And as you exhale, slowly bring the right leg over to the right. Scoot your butt all the way over to the left side of the chair. Perhaps you stay like this, or you bend that right knee and you bring the outer ankle and part of the lower leg of the right leg onto the chair and let the left do what it will in the front. And this is the start of pigeon lunge in the chair. Let's go try sleeping pigeon to release the back. So hanging on to your chair, inhale, lift up through the top of the head, level the chin, and as you exhale, begin to lean forward. Then slow round the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, as you allow the head to hang down. And you are in sleeping pigeon for the chair. This should feel good. Back off a little if you have any discomfort in your back. One more breath. And then very slowly, as you breathe, as slow as you possibly can move, come back up and release slowly the legs. Okay. Now we're going to do that on the opposite side as well, and you might be a little different. So just listen to your body and do what you can. First, coming back to center and coming back to the breath. Always the breath. When you're ready, up on the balls of those feet, inhale, and now that left leg goes all the way over. Move your butt over all the way to the right side of your chair, and perhaps you can bring, with bending the left knee, bring that outer left leg up on the chair. And this is the beginning of another modified pigeon lunge for the chair. Hanging on, we're going to go into sleeping pigeon. But first, open the chest, level the chin. Inhale, reach up through the top of the head. And as you exhale, just hinge forward. Then slow as you breathe, round lower back, middle back, upper back, as you allow the head to hang. Sleeping pigeon in the chair. Good job. Take a breath. And then slow, when you're ready on the exhale, breathe as you begin to come up very slowly. And then release that left leg and come around one last time to the front of the chair. Now I'm going to stand up and again use my chair as a prop. If you wish, you can just sit and do the back bend sitting in your chair. That's a-okay. If you stand up, you're going to want your chair not to move for this one. Very important. So if you wish to follow me by standing up slowly from your chair, and again, you're going to be walking around to the back of your chair. I'm just turning mine for demonstration purposes. And you're going to hold on to the back of the chair, and you're going to bring your body so that some part of your leg or pelvis rests right at the chair. You're going to feel your feet kind of rooted and grounded, equal pressure from there all the way down. You're going to open up your chest, level the chin, and relax your shoulders. And you are standing in mountain pose, kind of assisted in the front with the chair. We're going to do a little back bend. So you're going to hold on, and that chair shouldn't move. If it moves, please don't do this. So as you hold on to the chair, inhale, lift up through the top of the head. As you exhale, begin to back bend just a little bit with the lower back, not much. Breathe. Perhaps you stay there, or perhaps you also, holding onto the chair, can let the ribs also, that area, back bend. Maybe even the shoulders a little. You might look up, but don't yank the neck. And this is a chair-assisted back bend. Take a breath. Lift up through the top of the head, lengthen that spine. And as you do that on an exhale, slowly come up. Place your hands on the back of the chair. Slowly walk your feet away from the chair and a little wider. Still hanging onto the back of the chair, begin to hinge at the hips. Bring your upper torso kind of parallel to the ground. Keep the knees a little bent and place any part of your forehead onto the chair. And let the back release here. Elbows are bent. This should feel good. Take a couple breaths. We want to release the back. And when you're ready, very slowly bend your knee, release your forehead from the chair, and begin to slowly roll your body back up to standing, bringing feet in towards center, and slowly going back to sitting in your chair. Great job. Now that we've done all those bendings of the back, we really need to do a little twist. And we need to hold the gentle twist as best we can so that we can help neutralize all these back bends we did today. So again, if you've got that little ball, you can use it. That might help you sit up nice and straight, placing it more low, perhaps at the pelvic level, giving you a little cushion. Feet firmly on the ground. Relax the shoulders, level the chin. And if you wish, you can cross that right leg over the left. You don't have to. Center your body. Come back to breathing, release the jaw. To guarantee that we're sitting up nice and straight, which whenever you twist, you need to have a straight spine. I like to put my fingers behind my ears. Bring the elbows back and open up the chest, level the chin, and you really are sitting up nice and straight now. Come back to your breath, slow breath in, slow breath out. Inhale here, reach up through the top of the head, and as you exhale, let the belly start twisting to the left. And if you feel comfortable, you can let the ribs also twist. Perhaps the chest too, but stop before you feel any discomfort. If it feels comfortable to look over towards the left elbow, do so. And release the right hand down to your legs and the left to the chair. So releasing the shoulders. Go back to breathing here. Pay special attention to your jaw. Maybe move it in little circles one way and little circles the other, and maybe like release and relax it. Soften your jaw. Soften your gaze. Soften the breath. We're going to stay here a couple more breaths, neutralizing back bends with this twist. If you feel any discomfort, back off 10%, 15, 20 or more. One more breath. Inhale, bring your chin slowly back to center. Exhale, release the arms and the belly. Leads your core back to center. Uncross those legs. Prepare for opposite side. Perhaps left knee crosses, or you just sit like you did before. Again, using the fingers behind the ears and the elbows back and chin low. To breathe appropriately, to sit up nice and straight. And as you exhale, allow the belly to begin to twist towards the left. Perhaps ribs follow and chest follows. You gently look over to the right. You release left hand to the legs and right hand to the chair. And just stay and breathe in this twist for several breaths. Again, backing off as you need to, coming out, not going so far. And when you are ready on an inhale, chin is coming back to center. Exhale, releasing the arms and belly, coming all the way back. Uncrossing your legs, coming back with your ball or without to sitting up nice and straight. We're going to do a little chant as we do often at the end of our classes, letting the vibrations come in the body and make us feel good. We're going to chant again the universal sound or chant of Om, which is Ah, O, and with lips together, all put together. We're going to do it separately and then together, letting the vibrations make us feel good and extend our exhale for us. So arms by the side, open the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, release them slowly down and say, ah. Inhale up. Exhale. Ah. One more. Inhale up. And exhale. Ah. Now inhale, up go the arms. And exhale, bring them out a little bit and go, oh. Inhale, up with the arms. Exhale, oh. One more. Inhale, up, reach up. And exhale, oh. Now inhale, reaching up, stretching up. Exhale, hands slowly come down to the belly and go, pursing lips together, Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to belly, chocolate, One more. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale. Now let the arms come down by the side, and I'll lead us off on the first all together, Om. And you can join me for the following two, doing it on a nice long exhale, beginning to relax our body. So we all inhale together and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Now just allow yourself a moment of stillness, of quiet. Close your eyes if you feel safe doing so, or keep the gaze soft. Allow yourself to be supported, maybe even go further back in your chair so that you feel your whole body supported in the chair. Let the thoughts just float by like little clouds, and again, come back to your breathing. Gentle in and gentle out, and give yourself permission to just take a few minutes of rest in what we call Shavasana. At the first sound of the singing bowl, begin to perhaps take control of your breath again, letting that inhale come in gently and the exhale go out gently, but let that exhale go a little bit longer. At the second sound of the singing bowl, continue to let the thoughts settle and the muscles and bones and tendons and connective tissue settle. And settle in for that extra long exhale breath. Exhaling longer than you inhale is a calming breath that you can use any time in your life when you need to relax. At the third sound of the bowl, one for body, one for mind, one for spirit, united in yoga. Continue to release thoughts, release tension with every longer exhale breath. Release tension more and more and more. Letting yourself perhaps turn your attention to inside your body and see how you feel. How does your core feel? Perhaps you went a little too far with the back bends today and you tell yourself next time, I'm not going to go as far. Just sense and notice your body. Continue to let that exhale breath go long. And when you're ready, very slowly bring your prayer hands to the heart space. Let the heart open up in gratitude as you breathe. And we will end as we always do, saying the greeting, Namaste, which to me means, let the light in me shine out to the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me either live or on YouTube. Again, I appreciate you joining me and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.